welcome. I'm on time. I'm so proud of myself because I'm a Kenyan. And sometimes we Kenyans don't know how to keep time, but I am right on time. Welcome. Today, we are having a very serious discussion, okay? And we are going to talk about dating profile headlines that women shouldn't use on the dating apps. So, this is something that people make mistake when it comes to their dating app. I see you already coming in right on time. Yes. I was just saying, as Kenyans, sometimes we fail to keep time, but Kate is already here on time. Yes, welcome. Today we are having a very serious discussion. This is why I had decided to advertise the live even on Instagram, because I want people to come and actually share their experiences, and especially when it comes to dating apps, I want to know what you are putting as your headline. Thank you, Rose, for that topic. You're welcome. Pauline, I see you. Wow, Kenyans are keeping time. I'm so proud of you guys. Actually, I'm so proud of you. You know, when in Kenya, like if you arrange to meet somebody and then you call them, you're like, okay, so where are you? And then they're like, oh, I'm just around the corner. And that is the time they are going to take shower. That is the time they're going to take a shower. So I'm so proud of you guys. You are on time. I made a list because I want us to go step by step and see if some of the headlines that I have listed, I need you to tell me if you're using those headlines on your dating app. Because if you're using those headlines, that's why things are going wrong for you. Because I see a lot of ladies, especially on my TikTok, saying you have to just know who you are dealing with, and if you see somebody is wasting your time, you just block them. And we also said the issue of exchanging numbers with people, and you don't know why you are exchanging numbers with people, okay? Like, why would you exchange your number with somebody and you don't know, the conversation hasn't even started, you don't even know what you're like, you don't even know anything, and yet here is your number. Then you go to WhatsApp, and then the next thing is either they send their nudes to your WhatsApp, or they want you to send your nudes to them, because you didn't establish why you are going on WhatsApp. You need or Messenger or any other messaging platform. So don't be in this habit of exchanging your numbers so quickly. We need to establish why. Why are we exchanging numbers? What are you going to do with my number? Like if he's like, can I have your number now? Can we move to Messenger, or I don't know, Telegram? Some people actually move to Telegram, but Telegram is a bit sketchy. I don't know. Okay, WhatsApp. Then if he says that, you're like, okay, well, yeah, but what are you doing with my number? Why do we need to do that? I think you need to actually spend a little bit more time on the dating app. Just talk there, just chat. And then if you see that you are going to actually have a meaningful conversation, then you guys can discuss whether you want to move it to a private platform. Rose, I like your last live. There was a lot learned. Thanks for the good job. Oh, wow. Thank you for watching. Okay, so like the video, like the live as you come in, give me some likes. I got our list here. I prepared this list purposely for you, for you ladies. And we are going to go through it one by one, okay? So, number one, and this is something I was actually going to make a video about this, and I think I'm gonna once we are done with this live, I'm probably gonna I'm just gonna make some clips and just post them, because I was going to make a video about our number one on the list. Okay, our number one is just looking for fun. That's it. You just say just looking for fun. Now, when you say you're just looking for fun, this can be translated into a lot of things, okay? First of all, it can be translated into just a casual hookup. Okay, I'm just looking for a casual hookup. That is when now you find if somebody is around where you are, especially if they are in your country, they will come and say, okay, so where are you located? Then you're like, I'm located in Nairobi. And then now they're gonna try and meet you in person, because in their mind they're like, since you said I'm just looking for fun, they're like, okay, so I can hook up, maybe we can have a one night thing or something. So saying I'm just looking for fun, it can attract a lot of things, a lot of negative things that you don't want on your profile. Okay, and you can attract people who are requesting for nude pictures, because fun is different things to different people. Fun, especially when it comes to these dating apps, in most cases it is nude pictures. Okay, they're like, okay, can we get that is when now they request for your WhatsApp number, because they're like, can we get on a video call and have some fun? Because to them they're like, okay, so you are here just for fun, so we get on a video call and we have some fun. And then if you get on a video call, the kind of fun that they want to have, it's not the kind of fun maybe you are talking about. Maybe you said just looking for fun, but maybe you are looking for other kind of fun. I don't know. But if you're looking for that kind of fun, then of course you can put that on your headline. If you say I'm just looking for fun, and maybe you are looking for the kind of fun where you get on a video call and then you have fun with people, then okay. Now, number 2, just ask me, I don't know what to say. Now, if you say just ask me, I don't know what to say, it shows that you don't even know yourself. Okay, you don't know why you're there, you don't know what you're looking for. You don't know. In fact, you don't know anything. And even if they ask you, if they make an effort to ask you, this conversation, I don't even know how it's going to go, because if you cannot make a headline where you say something tangible, how are you going to talk to these people? Just ask me, I don't know what to say. Now, this is when now the jokers will fill in the gaps. Okay, they'll be like, oh yeah, I saw your headline, you said that we should ask you. So now they're going to be, okay, now I'm asking some questions. Will you be able to send me some hot pictures, some sexy pictures? They're going to ask you all kinds of things. They'll be like, if you get on a video call, will you be able to do this? Because this is my thing. You said just ask me, so I'm just asking you, That is what you said on your headline. You said just ask me. So this invites a lot of negativity on your dating profile. It invites these weirdos and jokers, because they're like, okay, so she's just here and she's like, just ask me, so she's open. Okay, it looks like you're open. You're like, just ask me, I don't know what to say. So they're like, this girl, she's open, she's like, it's like, just ask me for anything. Okay, just ask me for nude pictures, for nude videos, just ask me. So if you put that kind of headline on your dating profile, you are going to attract these people. Okay, now another one, which is something that I have used because I was so bitter and I was fed up and I was tired. This is something I have actually used, and this can work against you. You might think, okay, fine, Rose, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to put on my headline, no jokers, no liars, no people asking for nudes, no crazy people. I'm just gonna put all of that on my dating headline. Now, what happens when you do that? And I realized, because that's what I did, I was so tired, because you get on that dating site, and especially for us, it was you had to put effort. Sometimes you had to, as I said, you had to go to a cyber cafe and you have to pay money to do things, to edit your profile, to change pictures, to do all that. So we were putting in a lot of effort. So when you attract jokers, you're like, oh my God, like, I am so tired, I cannot do this anymore. So I went there and I put on my headline, I said, no jokers, no cheaters, no time wasters, no weirdos, no crazy people, I am tired. Now, these people, because they got no better things to do, they take that as a challenge. Okay, so you say, no liars, no cheaters, no time wasters, and then now they're like, okay, now we are going to annoy you. We are going to irritate you. They take that like an invitation. They're like, okay, so you say no time wasters, no jokers, no weirdos. We are coming for you. So sometimes it can work against you. And another thing is, I feel like when you're on a dating site, stop addressing people that you don't want to communicate with. Okay, because why are you taking the time to address the liars, the cheaters, the time wasters, the jokers? Why are you addressing them? That's not why you are there. Why are you taking your time to even give them attention? I feel like when it comes to dating apps, the people that you need to address is the people that you want to attract. Okay? So the moment you say no liars, no cheaters, no time wasters, no weirdos, no crazy people, the moment you address them, some of them, because they are crazy, so they will take that as an invitation. They're like, this profile, yes, let's see. And then they come and then they just bring negativity to your profile. Now, number 4. This is actually very interesting. Okay, so you say, I'm probably not your type. I don't know why I'm even here. So now, what happens is somebody who is manipulative, somebody who wants to take advantage of you, because obviously if you say I'm probably not your type, that means you have low self-esteem. Okay, if you're just taking your time to say I'm probably not your type, what makes you think you are not their type? Because you don't know what they are looking for. Hi Viola, welcome. You don't know what they are looking for, so why are you taking your time to put that negativity on your dating profile? Say, I'm probably not your type. Actually, I'm not even sure why I'm even here. So you're so negative, and what happens now is somebody who might be looking for somebody, a serious guy, will not give you attention because they're like, this woman, she doesn't even know why she's here. Okay, she's already speaking negatively about herself. I'm probably not even your type. So it's gonna be, he might even feel like it's gonna be too challenging, trying to say, yeah, you're my type. Now he's gonna be thinking, now I have to convince her that she's my type. I have to convince her why she's my type. It's too much energy. Okay, people want to communicate with people who know who they are, people who feel good about themselves. They don't want to address, life right now is so challenging and stressful. So when somebody gets maybe on a dating app, maybe they just want to talk to somebody who knows what they want and they know who they are, and you don't, to say that I'm probably not your type. If you're at that level, you need to step back, okay, and look at yourself. Look at yourself, because when you say I'm probably not your type and you're just addressing a random person on the internet, you don't know who it is. Everybody is going to read that. Everybody who is on that dating app is going to read that. Good guys, bad guys, serious people, crazy people, they're all going to read that. So with the serious guys, they're just gonna be discouraged because they're like, oh, it's too much. It's gonna take a lot of energy for me to convince her, and I don't want to to be sort of like convincing a stranger that she's my type. So another thing now we have to address, and this is something that you definitely shouldn't put on your dating profile. This is number 5 on our list: past traumas. And talking about your toxic exes, family drama, toxic exes, things that you have gone through. This is not something to put on your dating app. And I know somebody might think, well, I might as well put it out there so they know who they are dealing with. No. This is not therapy. The dating website is not a therapy space, okay? And people don't want to necessarily deal with somebody who is going through something. Of course, we have all gone through things, okay? We have all faced challenges in our lives. Everybody has gone through something. But people don't really want to pick somebody who sounds broken and now they have to come and fix you. Okay, they probably don't want to put that on themselves. So putting your family drama, your toxic exes, and everything that you have gone through in the past, that could actually either, as I said, it could, in the previous one that we addressed, either it could discourage good people, but then it could actually attract now the negative people, you know, the jokers, the weirdo, the crazies, because they'll be like, oh, she's already emotionally vulnerable, therefore let's take advantage of her, you know, let me just, you know, she's gonna do whatever I want because she's already so vulnerable and so broken. So they will use that against you. Okay, they will use that against you. These are not things to put on your dating profile, especially on your headline, you know, saying, don't be like my toxic ex. Don't cheat on me. I'm looking for somebody who will not cheat on me like my ex did. No. So that we are not doing. Number six is when now you over-sexualize your headline, okay? You over-sexualize your headline, and also you might over-sexualize your profile in terms of photos. You're putting revealing photos, and you know you're just trying to do this thing where you're seeing people on TikTok advising you that don't have a boring dating profile. These people will not look at your boring profile. It really depends on who you are trying to attract, guys. It really depends, okay? If you're trying to attract people who are just interested in your, you know, your appearance, okay, your body, your shape, you know, what your mama gave you, then you can put those photos if that's what you want to attract. And in most cases, those kinds of people, they're just, you know, they're just attracted to that because they're not really looking into something that it could grow into commitment or long term or anything. It's just they're looking for just casual thing. They're not even going to put effort into getting to know you or getting into deep conversations because it's pointless, you know. So they are not going to do that. Guys, at this point, I actually would like to know if there is somebody here who is on a dating site. I would like to know what kind of headline you have on your dating profile. I would like to know, because if you have the ones we have already listed so far, you need to change, okay? You need to edit. So, number 6, I love a man who can handle me. On the headline, I love a man who can handle me. He will handle you, all right. Because now, what you're doing when you say something like this, you're making it like a physical thing, okay? Because the thing is, when these weirdos and these crazy people, when they come to your profile and then you're talking about them handling you, I'm sure that is the first thing that comes to their mind. They're like, oh, good. I need to get this one on a video call as soon as possible. I need to tell her some of the things that I'm going to do to her and how I'm going to handle her. You definitely don't want to put this. You don't want to put on your dating headline, say, I love a man who can handle me. No. You don't want to be handled. Especially not by strangers that you are just, putting headline for strangers on a dating site. That is not going to work. Number 7, okay? Number 7, I don't need a man. Why are you on a dating site? I am Miss Independent. I don't need a man. Why are you on a dating site? Because the thing is, if you say you don't need a man, and you're on a dating site, then they'll be like, okay, so you don't need a man, but you're on a dating site, which means maybe you're looking for something temporary. Maybe you're just here looking for somebody that can get on a video call with you, and then you guys can do your thing, and then, that's it, because you say you don't need a man, but you are on a dating site, okay? Now, for you Miss Independents out there, what I would suggest, instead of saying I don't need a man, because this will actually push away people who could want to get to know you better, or somebody, just quality men who would want to to be in your life, to add value to your life, even though you are Miss Independent and you have everything going for you. As much as you have everything going for you, you are on a dating site, so there is something missing. So why are you saying you don't need a man? I don't need a man. So instead of saying you don't need a man, what I would suggest, if you have a headline right now on your dating profile, say I'm independent, I pay my own bills, I take care of myself, which is good, so I don't really need a man. What I would suggest you do, go and edit that headline and say, I'm looking for a partner to grow with. Okay, that means you have your life going, and you are looking for somebody who also has his life going, so you guys can grow together. That is more friendly. I don't need a man. I'm Miss Independent. No. That's not gonna work. Okay, so number 8, and I want you to add your comments as we move forward. I want you to add your comments and tell me what you think so far. Okay, before we get to number 8, let's quickly go through what we have seen so far. Number 1, we said, I'm here just for fun. Okay? That we said is a no-no. You are not going to say that you're just there just for fun. Okay? And just ask me, I don't know what to say. If you have that, you need to edit, because that's not gonna work. It's just gonna attract people who are going to be asking you some silly questions. And there's this lady who came on my comment section and said, Rosa, I am tired. I'm tired of answering these silly questions. Okay, they're asking me silly questions, and I'm just tired. You need to look at your headline, what you're saying on your headline, and also on your bio, okay, what you're saying. Number 3, we said, no liars, no cheaters, no time wasters. That, even though it's good, the intention is good. You think you're chasing them away. That could actually, as I said, they could actually attract them, because they're like, you think you can just chase us away with your words. We are coming for you. I'm probably not your type. I don't know what I'm even doing here. Oh my goodness. You need to step back. You actually need to step back and know what you are doing there on a dating site. And this is something that I always talk about. I always say, before you get on a dating site, first of all, you need to figure out why you are getting on that dating site. Okay? Why do you want to get on a dating app? What are you looking for? Okay? And then, once you figure that out, then you need to figure out what kind of dating app you need to get on based on what you are looking for. Because there are so many dating apps to suit different needs, depending on what you're looking for. So, first we need to figure out, why are you getting on a dating site? Okay? You need to tell us your why, or you need to tell yourself your why. Okay? Once you get your why, then you ask yourself, depending on my why, which dating app would suit me better? Okay? Now, we are going to number 8. Looking for, okay, this one, you're going to be like, Rose, why would you say that is a negative thing? And how would that attract jokers and weirdos and crazy people when it's so beautiful? Okay? You're like, it's so beautiful, like it's so romantic, and it's what we see in movies, and that's what I want. Unrealistic expectations. Now, looking for my Prince Charming. It sounds good. It really does. Okay? But now what this will do, if they see that you are looking for your Prince Charming, you are referencing fairy tales, and you are all with the unicorns and fairy gods and all that, and whatever. What they will do now, they will pretend, okay? They will pretend to be that you're looking for, you know, the Prince Charming. They will come with those poems and those sweet words, and even though they are going to be like, let's say, because most of these people, they waste your time. Some of them will want to see your nudity. They will ask for nude pictures and nude videos and nude video calls, okay? Some of them will just want to irritate you, okay? They will want to manipulate you, and in some cases, they will even want to emotionally abuse you, okay? So now, what will happen is, once you say, looking for my Prince Charming, they will come with love bombing, okay? They will come with a love bombing, but they have no real intention of commitment or anything long term. They don't have any of that. But they will just string you along because they want you to get to that point where you really think that you have met your Prince Charming, okay? And then they're like, oh, babe, oh, darling, and now we can get on a video call because, you know, I miss you so much, and, you know, I wish you were here, and this whole thing, I wish you were here. Yes, it's good. Of course, you wish your boyfriend is here if you have reached to that point, okay? If you have reached to that point where you are in a long distance relationship and this virtual relationship, yes, of course, you do miss them and you do wish they are there. But in this case, if this guy is a joker, he'll always be making you feel guilty that you are not doing things for him on video calls. You are not sending him the types of photos that he wants, you know, and he's your Prince Charming, you know. So this whole Prince Charming thing, you might be looking for your Prince Charming, but putting it on your headlines also, it sounds like even when a serious guy comes to your dating profile, they're looking at your dating profile and then they're like, this is somebody who has these unrealistic expectations. They're looking for that fairy tale. Obviously, life is not a fairy tale. Yes, of course, there is the so-called happily ever after, but in the middle, you will have some challenges. So they might be like, you know, I don't know, you know, I have my own flaws. I'm not perfect. I'm not Prince Charming, but I am loving, I am kind. But this woman is, you know, she's over there with the unicorns. So you chase them away like that with your Prince Charming, because this Prince Charming, especially for women of a particular age, okay, saying particular age, I'm saying somebody who is not 18, 19. Somebody who is 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 onwards. Prince Charming, it's something we do. Okay, I know we watch those movies and, you know, we are like, yeah. You might have your moment of but if you put it on a headline on your dating profile, it might discourage people because they might feel like they won't be able to you know, to keep up with that whole fairy tale fantasy that you have. And then when it comes to jokers, as I said, they will pretend that, you know, you are Prince Charming because in the end they just want to see what your mama gave you. Okay, so then we go to number 9. Number 9 is very interesting, guys. It's actually very interesting because you say, I never check this app, but leave me a message. On a dating app, on your headline. I never check this app, but leave me a message. So why are you there? Actually, if you put a headline like this, because remember, there's this artificial intelligence that looks at your profile, okay? Those algorithms of the dating apps, they go through your profiles and they can detect different things and different keywords. So if you say, I never check this app, chances are your profile will actually be hidden, because if you never check this app, what are you doing on the app? Why are you occupying that space, you know? They're probably going to suppress your dating profile, and then they are going to put a profile that, you know, has better headlines that, attractive headlines that will, encourage people to actually check that profile. So I never check this app, but leave me a message anyway. Why would somebody bother leaving you a message where you'll never read it? You never, like, you'll never check it. It could take months before you can check the message. This is a dating app. The problem is some people don't understand the difference between social media and dating apps. Because on Instagram, for example, people could leave you messages, and actually messages could just stay there for months and months because it's social media. Like, you don't owe anybody, anything. You actually don't even have to read their messages, because you are there to have fun and to post your pictures and videos and maybe connect with people that you know. So maybe if you get messages from strangers, people that you don't know, it can just stay there and you don't read it. But now, when it comes to the dating app, you have taken the time to download the app, and it's called dating app. You are there to date, okay? And then you say, I never check this app, but leave me a message anyway. So you join the dating app, but you are not planning to be active, okay? Keyword here, being active. The thing is, for ladies who want to join dating apps and you don't want to pay, a lot of you don't want to pay. You're like, I want to use the dating app for free. I don't want to pay. The keyword here is being active. You could actually be on that dating app and not pay, but because you're active, the dating app will reward you. They'll be like, okay, she hasn't paid, but she's active, she's liking people's profiles, she's swiping, she's introducing herself, depending on the dating app. There are some dating apps you're allowed to introduce yourself, even if you haven't paid, like on OkCupid. OkCupid, you could find a guy who has turned on the introduction feature. So it will say there, leave an introduction. So you could comment on their picture and then you could introduce yourself, okay? There are others that you are only allowed to like people's profiles. Maybe you cannot message them. It depends on the app. So if you're going there, you are liking people's profiles, you are introducing yourselves. For those ones who, you are introducing yourself, sorry. For those that allow you to message paying members, you are introducing yourself by sending messages. Then the app will be like, okay, so she's active, she's really trying, she's putting an effort. Therefore, we are going to push her profile, okay, to more people because she's active. But if you're there, you don't want to pay, you don't want to be active. Some apps actually operate by showing you ads. You don't want to see ads. You don't want to do anything. You just want this app to hand you a guy on a silver platter, and then you just go and get married. And as we said, these are businesses, okay? These are businesses. As much as they're, they're connecting people, they're there to make money, okay? So now you want to just sit there, you don't want to do anything, you don't want to put nice photos, at least, people can see your profile and more people can, connect with you based on you have a good profile, you have a nice bio, detailed bio, even though we said not to be too detailed because people are not reading too much, but at least be straight and to the point and captivating. You don't want to post nice photos. You just want to be there with photos you posted 1 year ago. There's a lady who says she's been on a dating site, I don't know, for 2 years, and she hasn't met anyone serious. And I'm like, okay, so you've been there for 2 years. What have you been doing for 2 years on the same dating app? Because for me, I feel like these days, the way things are moving so fast, I feel like if you've been there for 6 months, maximum 6 months, you need to start over. That dating profile needs to go. That profile dating is dead, it's finished. So if you're going to stay there with the same dating profile for 2 years, it probably will not work out for you, because that dating profile, they can see it's been there, nobody is doing anything with it. You yourself, you're tired anyway, you are not even getting there. Sometimes you go, you check to see if you have any messages, you are not logging in. The best thing is, even when you get tired of the being on a dating app, the best thing is to delete that dating. Just delete the whole thing. Delete the whole thing, okay? Especially if you've been there for a long time. You've been there 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 1 year, and nothing has happened. And now you're like, I'm too tired, like I'm fed up. Just delete the whole thing. And then when you come now, you'll come as a fresh person. You'll have new photos, and make sure the email address you used, you cannot use that email address again, because your details are there. They are going to remember that email address, and then they'll say, you can just use your old details. We already have your email address in our records. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? So, don't say, I never check this app, but leave me a message anyway. Don't say that. That will first of all, even the dating app itself will hide your profile, because they're like, we are not going to entertain you. And in some cases, they might even actually just deactivate your account. They might just ban you from the app. Some of these things you guys are doing, and then you're like, I was banned on Tinder, I was banned on Afro introductions, I was banned on Badu, I don't know what I did. Okay, in some cases you have misunderstandings with people within the dating app, and then they report your account. And we said when you are reported by a paying customer, a paying member, your profile will probably be deactivated. Your account might be removed, because if you're a free person, you're not paying, and then there is this paying customer who is complaining about you, who is not paying. Come on now. Even if it was my business, I will, the one who is not paying, I'll be like, get out. You know, you're not going to come here spoil my business. So this is why I always advise you, if you have any kind of disagreement with somebody, just, block them immediately. And if you exchange numbers with somebody, and this is why I say don't exchange numbers to, hey, Aitor, welcome. This is why I say don't exchange numbers too soon. Okay, don't exchange numbers too soon, because you exchange the number, you go on WhatsApp, you have a disagreement there, he goes back on the dating app, and then he reports your account. That's what they do. In fact, I feel like if you exchange the number, go back immediately and block him. Because you don't know how this conversation is going to go, and then they are going to spoil your dating profile. So you exchange the number, immediately block him on the dating app. That way he cannot report you if you have a disagreement. Number 10, we are going to go through, I know people are coming now and they were not here when we started, so we are going to quickly go through the whole list again. So number 10, just seeing what's out there, or I don't message first. My sister, you don't message first. Do you know, let me tell you something, for those of you who want to do interracial dating, unfortunately, there is something that is going on, even though even before these people from Western world were not very social. Like, they were not, it's not like in Kenya or in Africa, the way we are just social beings. We like socializing, and this is why you find we like meeting up in places, whether it's church, whether it's these self-development groups, whether it's a club, whether it's going for cocktails, whatever it is, we like socializing. Like, you can just be sitting and then you're like, let me go and see what my neighbor is up to, okay? And unfortunately, social life in the Western world is different. In most cases, people don't even socialize. You could even be living next to your neighbor for 20 years and you have never even stepped your foot in their house. Okay? And maybe you have never even gone somewhere and had a drink with them. So, when you say, I don't message first, this could work against you. Because it could actually even discourage somebody who was willing to message you. They're like, you are so closed, you sound closed, closed up. You're like, I don't message first. You sound entitled. You're like, I'm here and I'm not going to message you first. you need to make the first move, and you need to message me. I'm entitled, you must message me. Do you see how that sounds? And this is why I always say, if you get on a dating site, just relax. Don't go there with, in Kenya we say makasiriko. Don't go there with, I don't message you first. I don't want liars and cheaters and people who will be like my ex. And I don't want, I'm not even sure what I want. Messaging people first on a dating app as a woman is okay. It's actually acceptable. And if you want to do this whole intercultural, interracial, international, you want to date outside all the, you want to talk to guys in Europe, you want to talk to guys in America, they're not going to find it offensive that you're approaching them, you're saying hi, They're not going to be offended. They're not going to take you like a cheap lady, you are a cheap woman, why are you approaching a guy? They're not going to see. In fact, it's going to encourage them now to talk to you. They're like, oh, hey, what's up? Oh, I see you're from Kenya. How are you? But when you say things like, I don't message first, they're like, okay, I'm not going to message you first either. Stay there then. In fact, I feel like if you get on a dating site, you should make it a point to at least say hello to 1 or 2 people per day. And this is why I said you need to be active, because there's no point having a dating app on your phone and it's just sitting there. Okay, it's just sitting there occupying space on your phone and you're doing nothing with it. And the more it's staying there without you doing anything with it, the more the dating app itself is pushing you away. Okay, so make it a point, if you're on a dating site, you make it a point to be active and to be saying hello to at least 2 people a day. Say hello to 1 or 2 people a day. What are they going to do? They're over there in America. They're going to come and beat you up because you said hello. Okay, so there's a lady who said, oh, Rose, you said we should say hello, but in most cases we say hello, they block us. Yes, let them block you. Let them do it. It's actually better that way. Because then once they block you, they will not see your profile. So now your profile will be seen by somebody who might want to say hello. Hi, Sky, welcome. Your profile might be seen by somebody who would want to say hello. So what I can say is, don't say you don't message first. Don't say just seeing what's out there on your headline. Just seeing what is out there. That will attract everything that is out there. It will attract everything that is out there because you are just there to see what is out there. Okay, so weird people, crazy people, jokers, time wasters, somebody who has nothing better to do, they are just in the office, they are bored, they need to talk to somebody, they need to see what is going on, they will never come back to that dating app again anyway. So they see you, they're like, oh, I'm just seeing what is out there. I follow Rose everywhere. Thank you for following. Thank you so much. By the way, Kate has been on my TikTok. Kate and Itol. There was a time Kate and Itol used to be on my TikTok, and they were just the two of them tapping. Because on TikTok you have to tap so you can stay active. So thank you so much for your support. So you guys, saying you are just seeing what is out there, that is like, if there is a serious guy who is like, oh my goodness, let me see if I can find somebody and see if something can develop from a relationship, from a dating site, then they see a girl from Kenya who is saying, I'm just here to see what is out there. And they're like, no, I'm not going to engage because you are just here collecting everything that is out there. You are not purposeful. You don't have any, you are not focused. You don't have any focus. You are just there to see. It can be anything that is out there, So I feel like what we are going to do now, since we have seen the headlines that we shouldn't have on our dating profiles, and what we can do now on our live next time, we are going to have suggestions, okay? We are going to have ideas. Obviously, I'm not saying that, you must put what Rose says. But we can have ideas, okay? We can have ideas on what kind of headlines we can put depending on what the kind of person that you are and what you're looking for, okay? A lot of you, I'm sure you're looking for serious relationships, but again, you shouldn't put that either, because that also could scare people. You know, you put there on your dating site, you say marriage oriented only. Then the guy is like, oh my goodness, it sounds like a trap. Oh my goodness, if I talk to this woman, I must walk down the aisle immediately, and I don't know her, and I'm not even sure what is happening. Like, oh my goodness, no. I'm not going to talk to this woman. I'm not going to talk to this woman because, first of all, I am not even sure. I just want to have a relationship, and then, we will see in the future what happens. Nobody goes, if you see somebody who is coming on a dating site and saying, I'm looking for my wife, usually those are scammers. Even on TikTok, you see a lot of people creating fake profiles using white people's photos, and then they say, I'm looking for a wife. I'm a single dad of 2. I'm a single dad of 1, and I'm looking for a wife from Africa. So what they do is they put that because now they know you'll go to their inbox. You're like, I'm here for you. And they usually go, you check on the comment section. You're like, okay, there are so many women who are saying, yeah, I'm ready to marry you. I'm ready to marry you. And I'm like, you guys, how can you be ready to marry somebody who has just put a photo? We don't even know who the... Let me tell you. Let me tell you. There is this video I saw on TikTok. They stole this guy's video. They stole 2 videos, okay? They put the video. The first video they stole, the guy was not talking. He had just put music. But the next video, he was actually talking, and he started by introducing himself. Now, the name that was written on the profile, it's not the name that he mentioned in the video. And the ladies did not pick up on that, okay? So let's say the guy is called Michael, okay? And the dating profile said, let's say Jason, okay? And they usually put both names on TikTok. And usually the both names are first names, okay? So you see somebody saying Jason Harry, okay? And then in the video, usually, guys, when somebody is talking to you, it's highly unlikely that they would say, my name is Mark Johnson. Dr. Goja. They say, my name is Dr. Mark Johnson. Anytime you hear somebody introducing themselves using their profession, they say, I am Dr. Mark Johnson. I am engineer Williams something. They like using Williams. John Williams, I'm engineer John Williams. Those are usually scammers. So now let's go back to this video. So the guy introduces himself in the video. The girls don't pick up on that. They still say, I'm coming to marry you. So he in the video, he's talking about something else, something that has nothing to do with looking for a wife from Africa. But the caption, the text on the video, it says, I am a single dad of 2 and I'm looking for a wife from Africa. Then the women are there. I'm here for you, darling. I'm ready to get married. Well, I'm ready to get married. And then I'm like, how are you ready to get married to somebody who is not even the person who is the owner of the profile? Because the video says a different name and the profile says a different name. Yes, like the video, guys, like the video. We are so many of us and we only have 6 likes. Please like the video. So, saying marriage oriented only on your headline, that will chase away people. good people. It will chase away good people. 7. Oh yeah, I see. We have 7 likes. Yes, I know what you're looking for. Most of you are looking for a serious relationship, and I know some of you, the reason why sometimes you get so discouraged and you get tired is also because maybe you have societal pressure. Okay, thank you for liking my video. Thank you. You have societal pressures, and then you're scared also because you're like, am I wasting my time on dating sites? Because that is something I have gone through. You know, you're like, am I wasting my time on dating sites? What should I do? Should I be going to places and meeting people? Like, what do I do? So now you go there with your, you're like marriage oriented only, serious relationship only. Then somebody will see that and then they're like, no, I'm not there yet. No. Because in most relationships, some people meet and they don't even, like, they didn't even think that relationship will go anywhere. Okay, some people meet, they just, even not online, even in real life, you meet somebody in a cafe somewhere, you exchange, numbers, or you say something, you say, hey, how are you doing, blah blah, oh, can I have your number? And then maybe you exchange numbers, and then you're like, yeah, okay. Because there's a lady who said, I always give out my number. I think she lives in the US. I think she's a Kenyan, but she lives in the US. So she said, if I meet somebody and they ask for my number, especially if I'm in a place where I feel like I'm not safe, I always give my number, because sometimes you might say you don't want to give your number, and then something bad happens to you. Because there was a case where something happened to a woman when she was asked to give her number, and then she refused, and then something bad happened. So the lady was like, I always give my number, and then I block them as soon as usually I just I say, no, give me your number and then I'll call you. So they give the number, she calls, and then they know now they have the number, and then she blocks them. So anyway, you meet somebody, you exchange numbers, you don't think it will go anywhere. Maybe you start chatting casually. Oh, so how was your day today? What did you do? Oh, it was nice to meet you yesterday, blah, blah, blah. But then maybe you keep chatting like that, and then you meet for another coffee or a meal or something, dinner, something, and then slowly it grows into something. But you don't meet somebody at a cafe and then you say, hi, how are you? I am here for marriage only. They'll be like, are you okay? Because this is what is happening even on the dating app. If you say marriage oriented only, serious relationship only, that is exactly what you're doing. Because it's a stranger. The person who is going to read that headline or that bio, it's a stranger. It's somebody you have never seen. It's somebody that you probably will never see. Okay, but now you have put it there. You are looking for marriage only. It's the same as going to a cafe and then seeing somebody, and then you approach them and say, I'm looking for marriage only. Yes. Mm-hmm. So that also shouldn't be on your headline. Marriage oriented only. There are very few people who go on dating sites with that mentality, especially men from those countries where you guys want to find your men from. It's very few of them who go on a dating site thinking that, okay, I'm going there to find my wife. I'm going on OkCupid and I am going there to find my wife. Especially on OkCupid, since OkCupid is a dating app that is used a lot by Americans. And Americans, Americans are so casual, and they just, they're just outgoing and casual. So if you see somebody who says, okay, I'm getting on a dating app and I'm going there to find my wife, that is a bit strange, because a lot of them don't even believe that it's possible to find a wife on a dating app. They won't even tell. Up until recently, because of TikTok and YouTube and all that, now people are saying we met on a dating site, this is the site we met. Before, people never used to say where they met. There was a stigma surrounding online dating. People never used to talk about online dating and saying, oh, I met my wife on a dating site. It was like in those olden days where people used to meet on newspapers, okay? People were, how can we say, they were ashamed. They were ashamed to admit they met on a newspaper, okay? So when online dating started, people are now meeting online, and then they would create stories about how they met. They will not say they met online. So even though now it's open, and then we had this whole thing where we were in lockdown and there were a lot of things happening online, so that's kind of normalized online dating, because people are doing a lot of things online, working online, meeting people online, doing video calls and doing Zoom meetings and virtual, everything was virtual. So that actually strengthened the online dating community, because now you're like, yeah, I met him online. And also because there's a lot of content now, let's say here on YouTube and also on TikTok, people talking about, yes, I met, I met my husband on OkCupid. Yes, I met my wife on Afro Introductions. Yes. So now it has normalized this whole online dating. But before, people never used to say where they met. And people used to hide those dating sites. They will not say, they will not give you the name. Even if you approach them, and then you're like, because you can see that the girl had not traveled anywhere, and maybe you go, there are people who do this whole stalking thing, especially on let's say Facebook. You go through his Facebook, you see he's never been to Africa, and she's never been to the US, and then the only time he came to Africa was when they met for the first time. So then you're like, oh, did you meet on Facebook? Then they will say no. And then you're like, okay, so where did you meet online? Like, what happened? They'll be like, come to my inbox. They used to hide those dating sites. But now it's open. But still, even though it's open, it's still difficult for somebody to think I'm going on a dating site to find a wife. They might get there to just talk to people and date, and see what happens. And a lot of them, when they get on a dating site, they're not even thinking about dating internationally. Like, they're not getting there saying, okay, I'm going to get on a dating site and I'm going to find a woman from Kenya. Some of them, they get, let's say, on Tinder, and then they put their location, and then they just, start talking to people around them. There are so many cases we've seen here, even on YouTube, where somebody was just on a dating site, and then they were just seeing people around them, or maybe they will change to a different state. But then in the end, they're like, okay, let me just see internationally what is out there. Let's see what is happening. So it's not like they're going there purposely saying, okay, I'm getting on a dating site and I'm going to find me a wife from Kenya. The only time that this is happening is when now it's the ladies. The ladies are the ones who are getting on a dating site. They go, I want to find a man from Germany. And that is okay. You get on Afro Introductions, you're like, okay, I'm going to put the location of the guy where I want him to be from. I'm going to put it as Germany, okay? I'm going to put it as Norway, like I did on the tutorial. I'm going to put it as, the US. But for them, they probably will not put Kenya, unless they are coming on holiday and they are just doing, their thing. They just want to come and have a good time. And that way they might put Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, But if they are just randomly, browsing and swiping, they might just put a location that is within the country. They might even just be, okay, it might be a different location, but is within their country. So I hope this list of ours has helped you today. Okay, if you were not here when we started, we said number 1 was just looking for fun. as the headline on your dating profile. We said that is not a good idea, because you are going to attract people who are going to be asking for your nude pictures. They are going to be asking that you get on a video call and you do your thing. And then number 2, we said, just ask me, I don't know what to say. We said this now opens you up to a lot of things, because you haven't said anything and you have told them to ask you, so they can ask you anything. They can ask you things that are degrading. They can ask you whether you're going to send them your nude pictures. They can ask you if you're gonna get on a video call and pleasure them. So don't say just ask me, because they're going to ask you offensive questions. You're gonna be offended. Don't do that, okay? And then we said this one, if you put it, even though you think you're doing the right thing, you could be doing the wrong thing. This is number 3. No liars, no cheaters, no time wasters, no weirdos. We said you shouldn't address people that you are not looking for. Okay, you are not looking for cheaters, you are not looking for liars, you are not looking for weirdos, you are not looking for crazy people. So why are you addressing them? We said we should not address people that we are not looking for. We should put our energy on what we are looking for. We should not put our energy on what we are not looking for. We don't know those people. We don't want to know those people. So stop addressing them, because once you address them, because they are weird and they are crazy, they will take it as a challenge. They're like, okay, we are coming for you. You think you can put it there, so you think now we are not going to address you. Of course we are going to address you. Number 4, I'm probably not your type. I don't know why I'm even here. This shows you have low self-esteem, because this is a stranger that you are addressing and you don't know who it is, but you have already concluded that you are probably not his type. There are so many people who will come through your profile. Some you might be their type, but you have declared, I'm probably not your type. So he'll be questioning himself, oh, but when I saw your picture, you looked like you were my type, but now I'm questioning myself. Am I wrong? What is happening here? Why are you saying you're probably not my type? Carry yourself with dignity, okay? Put positive energy out there about yourself. Don't push negative energy out there about yourself, especially when it comes to dating apps, because now you're making yourself a target. So I'm looking at this. You're saying, I'm probably not your type. I don't know why I'm even here. So you sound broken, you sound lost, you sound like you don't know what you want, you sound like you don't even know who you are, because surely you must be somebody's type. And ladies, let me tell you something. Don't you ever look at these interracial couples. I'm addressing now those ones who want to date, to go interracial. Don't you ever look at these interracial couples and compare yourself. Don't. You look at a girl, you're like, oh, she's tall, she's dark, she's slim, she's this. And then you look at yourself, I'm not tall, I'm not slim. Don't do that. Don't. You know why? Because that guy was looking for that type of girl and he found her. And they are together. The next guy, he's probably not looking for that type of girl. He's probably looking for your type of body. Because people are different. And this is where you go wrong. I see a lot of comments coming to my page saying, Rose, I'm light skinned, I'm curvy, I've eaten my money. But I do want to do interracial. But based on what I have seen, all these ladies who are in interracial relationships, none of them look like me. First of all, you haven't seen all of them. You have only seen the ones who want to pressure people on social media, or people who want to make content and, of course, make money with their content. That's why they are on social media. Those are the only ones you have seen, my sister. You haven't seen all of them. You haven't seen the ones who are just not even on social media. So you don't know. You're only comparing yourself to how many? Maybe 10. 10 couples that you have seen on TikTok? How many have you seen on Instagram? Maybe the same 10 you've seen on Instagram. Okay, maybe you have seen a few on Facebook. But you are comparing yourself. You're like, Rose, I'm light-skinned. I am, got some curves, you know what I'm saying? But I do want to do interracial. Of course you can do it. Tall, short, curvy, slim. You can do it, So don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself to the interracial couples that you're seeing on social media. And don't lower your self-esteem to start saying on your headline, I'm probably not your type. Do you know why you are saying I'm probably not your type? Because you have looked at yourself and you have seen the types of women that are on social media, and then you have looked at yourself and then you're like, guy, I do want to be in an interracial relationship, but I'm probably not the Mzungu's type. I'm not the kind of girl that the Mzungus would want to date. Who told you that? Okay, let's say you are light-skinned. Because you say white guys prefer dark-skinned girls. They prefer them tall, slim, and dark, right? Haven't you seen a Mzungu who is married to an Ethiopian? Usually Ethiopians are light-skinned. How about somebody who has married a biracial sister who is maybe half Indian, half Kenyan, half white, half Kenyan? The color of your skin is not an issue, guys. It's not an issue. If you're light skin, you can still find somebody. The only thing you need to do is put your photos there. Somebody who is looking for your type will find you. Okay? Will find you. And we said you need to pray for your profile. If you're a believer, pray for your profile. Manifest, pray, do whatever you do. It helps. Okay? Now, so don't say I'm probably not your type. I don't know why I'm even here. Why are you there then? Oh, thank you. Welcome. Why are you there then? Because if you say you don't know why you are even there, that is the time you need to deactivate your dating profile and go and find yourself. Go and find who you are. Go and find what kind of type you are. Whose type you probably are, because you say I'm probably not your type. And he's looking at you and he's like, you are totally my type. Like, but now I cannot convince you. And we said this in the beginning of the live. We said, he'd be like, no, I'm not. You are my type, based on what I have seen. Your body type is what I've been looking for. But now I am not going to spend the rest of my life convincing you that you are my type. I'm not going to spend the rest of my life reassuring you that you are beautiful. My sisters, embrace yourself. Embrace your beauty. Embrace your appearance. Everybody has insecurities, guys. There is no woman on this planet who thinks, okay, here on social media, they might say, I'm perfect. But when they go behind closed doors by themselves, there is always something that they are insecure about. So if you're insecure about something, don't feel like you're the only one. Even the most beautiful woman in the world has something that they are insecure about. We all have our insecurities. Huh? If the actress Halle Berry can be doing an interview with Oprah Winfrey, and then she could ask her, when you look at yourself in the mirror, do you find something that maybe you don't like about your body? Do you have insecurity? And then she confirms, she says, yes, just like any other woman. There are some things about my body that I'm like, oh, maybe. So if somebody like that can confirm that they have something that they are insecure about, then we all do have something we are insecure about. But we are beautiful. Embrace your beauty. And don't go putting on dating apps, I'm probably not your type. No. Okay, maybe you're probably not, of course you are not everybody's type. But there is somebody there that you are his type and he's your type. You just need to find each other and talk and compare notes and see what you like and see what he likes And then we see, and then you see how he looks like, and he sees how you look like. And then we see how it goes. So we are not saying I'm probably not your type. Number 5. Post-trauma, like toxic exes and family drama. That we said we are not doing that on a dating site. That is a dating site, okay? It's not a therapy app. So we are not going there to say, I hope you are not going to cheat on me like my ex on your headline. And then you put there on your bio about your family drama and what is happening in your family. Don't do that, okay? Because people who are going to come now, who are going to come to your profile, they are these manipulative people who are going to say, oh, she's broken, she's gone through a lot, she's had toxic exes, and she's, so now they are going to take advantage of that. Okay, they are going to pretend they are your knight in shining armor. They're like, hey, you're a damsel in distress, I'm coming to rescue you. But they are coming to take advantage of you. So don't do that. I love a man who can handle me. That is over-sexualizing your dating headline. Okay, you put provocative pictures, revealing pictures, and then on your headline you say, I love a man who can handle me. Hey, my sister, you are going to be handled. Oh. Don't say that. The thing is, I know, as we said, you want to entice people, and you are told, as we said, your dating profile shouldn't be boring. You need to seduce people. You need to do that. The thing is, you're just going to be attracting the wrong people. When you say, I want a man who can handle me. Yeah. Wait. That is not necessary. It's not necessary to say that on your dating profile headline. Okay. And of course, we have addressed, I don't need a man, because you are Miss Independent, but you are on a dating site. So how can it be that you don't need a man? So we said maybe somebody would translate that into, I don't need a man for long term, but I need a man for some fun and for some casual stuff and for some, things that are not permanent. And of course, looking for my Prince Charming, as sweet as that sounds, it could also be translated the wrong way. Okay, of course, everything you put could be translated the wrong way, but there are some that you are making it so obvious. Like, you are making it so obvious, you are just attracting these jokers. You are just telling me, yeah, come jokers, come all weirdos, come, I'm here. No, can you say, I want a man who knows what he wants? The jokers will say, I know what I want your clothes off right now. My goodness. The last two we already covered, so we are just covering the previous ones for those ones who are not on the live when we started. So, believe in yourself, guys. Believe in yourself. Be confident. Like, I don't care. Out there, be confident, especially on those dating apps. And don't be a pushover. Somebody coming pushing you around. So you are a Kenyan. You are this. You are that. Be confident. I don't even care that maybe you're facing tough times or anything like that, and you're like, oh, I want to find somebody because I'm facing tough times, and I want to relocate, and I want to go and find a job somewhere else and all that. I don't even care about that. Yes, of course you want that, and we wish that for you. We want you to succeed. But out there, put your best foot forward. Put your best foot forward. Don't say I'm not your type. I'm beautiful. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Let me tell you. Hey, I am a masterpiece. Okay, I'm not saying you go and put that on the dating app, because that is, again, going to sound arrogant and too full of yourself. But I'm just saying how you think about yourself, okay? You need to exude confidence. Confidence. You know who you are. You know what you're looking for. Like, you have answers to what are you looking for? Who are you? But then if you just go there and then you don't know who you are, it's like you're waiting for now the other person to tell you who you are. That is, I feel like you don't even need people to validate you, like to keep telling you, oh, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're this. Yes, I know, thank you. You be like that clip I saw and say, how are you? I'm successful, I'm gorgeous, I'm wonderful, how are you? So I would actually like you to put in the comments. There is somebody who said, how about I want a man who knows what he wants? And that is, well, you can put that, but then again you have to be careful, because a lot of them might come with, yes, I know what I want, and what I want is for you to do this and that. Okay? So I think the idea I gave you, the idea I gave you when we were talking about Miss Independent, where you said, I don't need a man, I'm independent, I make my own money, I pay my own bills, blah, blah, blah. And then we said, instead of saying that, you should say, I'm looking for a partner to grow together with. Okay? So you have grown, okay? You are taking care of your business. He's taking care of your business. You come together, okay? And then you grow together, right? So you don't want to put yourself in a position where somebody is coming and now they are dictating because you have told them that what they want. Why are you talking about what they want? Because what they want, in case you encounter these weirdos and crazy people, what they want is for you to get on a video call and, you know, show off what your mama gave you, okay, and do things for them, because that's what they want. So you have handed that power to them, you know. So you want them, you want them because they know what they want. We are going to come back here, and we are going to come up with, this was a 10, we had 10 items on this list. We are going now to come with 10 items, suggestions. I'm not saying you're going to take exactly what I say, of course, like it's not gospel truth what Rose says, but we are going to come with suggestions, and you can come with your own suggestions, and then we can have a look, okay? We can have a look and see what could work and what could not work. Keep in mind, this headline, it's the first thing that somebody sees. You know, it has to be catchy, precise, short, and to the point. That way, if they see that, they're like, and then they see your picture, they're like, okay, let me have a look. Let me have a look at this profile. And then now maybe they can go now and read your bio now, what you have said, because these are just few characters. When you're putting your headline, these are just few characters. You can't say a lot, okay? You cannot say a lot on the headline. So it has to be catchy. It has to be something that is not giving, it's not sending the wrong message, okay? Even though, as we said, somebody can interpret whatever, like even everything that I have said here, there is somebody who will say it's wrong, and this is wrong, and this is wrong, and this is wrong, because it depends on how somebody looks at it. But if you look at it and you're like, okay, so I have said I am looking for people to connect with and see how it goes, okay? Or I'm looking for somebody that I can establish a long-term relationship with, hopefully, okay? So you have made it clear what you're looking for. You can mention long-term relationship, but when you're starting to make the headline, it shouldn't be like a marriage-oriented only. Okay? Already I've said I'm looking for long-term relationship, for it possibly to marriage, and then after that is when I would add a man who knows what you want, because I already know what I want. Okay. So this will be in the bio, right? So this is the bio. Because if this is the bio, then of course that is okay, because he can read and see the whole thing, because on the headline you can't put all that. Let's see what you can put. I have said looking for a long-term relationship. Long-term relationship. For it possibly. I guess you mean for it possibly leading to marriage, right? And then after that is when I would add a man who knows what he wants. And so some dating apps, some have very few characters that you are allowed to use on the headline. But if you find a dating app that allows you to use all these characters, the part where you say, I want a man who knows what he wants because I know what I want. That if you can put that, that will be a good headline in my opinion, because you know what you want, so you want somebody who also knows what they want, because you know we don't have time to waste here figuring out what you want. I know what I want, so you come, you say what you want, then we compare. We see if it's working or if it's not working. So that could be a good headline actually. And then now you can elaborate on your bio, you know. So that, yeah, that could work. That could work actually. That is good. So we are going to come up with ideas, and I hope you guys are going to join also, and you bring your own ideas. And then we compare notes, and then we see if you're going to change that headlines, then you can come and tell us the progress within a few weeks, whether it is working or not. I know online dating right now, it's quite tough, okay? During our time, we never even used to pay attention to a lot of things. Okay, I know I said there was a time I got frustrated, and then I wrote this headline that said, no liars, no cheaters, no time wasters, no jokers. That didn't work actually. But I was so angry and I was so frustrated because I just kept attracting these people who just, we used to get on Skype in those days, and then you get on Skype and the first thing they put on camera is the you know what, and they are shaking it on camera, and then you're like, oh my God. And then you're in this cyber cafe, and it's a public place, and then now you don't know what to do. And you had already told him that you are going to a public place, you are using a public computer. But they never used to understand what that means, so they, or maybe they understood but they didn't care. So they just used to come and they take that thing and they put it on camera. And at first we are not even sure what it is, because they used to just put it right there, you know. So I used to attract those kinds of people. So I came and I put my headline, I said, no jokers, no weirdos, no crazy people, no time wasters, no this. Hey, and it was so negative. My whole profile was so negative, because even on the bio I went, you know, I really went and I said, I don't want to see your thing and it's ugly anyway. That was something. So I will do a bit more research. I'll do a bit more digging, and then we can come with the catchy headlines that we can use. I'm gonna make a list with 10 items like I did with this one, and then you guys can see whether you like or you don't, or you want to edit and put something else depending on your personality. Yeah, I put that also, Kate. I put that also. That worked very badly for me. That you guys don't put that. What Kate has put there, I don't want to repeat because of the of YouTube. Don't put that. You most definitely don't want to put that on your dating profile. Don't put that, because that is sounding so, oh my goodness. You resemble Eunice Njeri. A lot of people say that, but now that we are getting older, because I've been hearing this about Eunice Njeri for about 15 years now. But now, since me and Eunice Njeri are getting older, we are not looking the same anymore, in my opinion. I saw her video this morning, and I looked at myself and I looked at her, and we have changed. We are not looking the same. I feel like we are not looking the same now. We have changed. But when I was younger, well, not younger, but I would say about 15 years ago, I even used to sing at church. I remember there was one time I sang her song actually. There was one time I sang Eunice Njeri's song, and then there was one woman who said, oh, you're singing, are you related to Eunice Njeri, because you look like her and you're singing her song? I said, no, I don't even know her. I have never met her. So yeah, So you guys, we are this week, within this week, we are going to come live again, and we are coming now with 10 items. Okay, we are coming with 10 items with headline ideas. Okay, and then based on your personality, based on what you're looking for, you can take what suits you out of that, and if you can find something. If you don't find, then that's okay, but you can come and tell us what kind of headline you are using. Okay, and whether it's working for you, or if you have found somebody, you tell us what headline you had on your profile, so we can see. Although it's not guaranteed that it's the headline that is going to find you somebody. It could be your photos, it could be anything, you know, it could be anything. But today we are addressing the headlines. We will come and address the photos like we have before. In the past, we have addressed the photos. We have talked about the photos. We have even posted ideas for the photos. Some were against those ideas. They said, oh, those women you posted, they have filters on, they have makeup on. I don't wear makeup. I took a picture in my bathroom and it worked just fine. You guys, just do what works for you. But of course, we can give you ideas, we can give you suggestions. Some people might benefit, some might not, because maybe it doesn't work with them, or they have something else that works better, and that is okay. We are here to share. We are here to share and to help each other and see how we can make this journey easier, because it's difficult. Online dating is difficult. If you really, if you are really committed to doing online dating, it is not easy. It is not easy. Because sometimes you establish a relationship that you think it's going somewhere, and then you find it's not going somewhere, then you're back to square one, you know? Then you're back on the dating site, you're like, oh my God, now I have to start editing my bio and putting new photos, and oh my Jesus. So it's not easy. And things are changing. About 3 years ago, I think, I said that you have to create a bio that is so detailed, like that you have to put and describe everything you're looking for, and you have to do this. But now things have changed. Things have changed. Right now it looks like you just have to, don't make it too long, but make it all your deal breakers, make sure they're addressed, okay? And just make it short, precise, and to the point. Because people are not reading, unfortunately. People are not reading. Before it used to be that if somebody is interested in your dating profile, they will go through everything that you have said. Because I know even in one of my videos, I said, if somebody is interested, they will go through your everything, every word that you have written, they are going to go through, because they are interested and they want to make sure that the two of you can, have something, you have things in common, you could be compatible, hopefully. But right now, it's like people are just swiping. They just see the headline, swipe, left, right, left, right. That's all they are doing. Because during our time, I remember even when my husband saw my dating profile, he actually printed it. We still have it up to today. He printed my dating bio and picture and everything. He just printed that page. Because he was interested. He read it, he printed it. So that's how it used to work in those days. When people are really interested, they will go through everything, watch, read everything you have written, look at your every photo that you have posted, things like that. But right now, people's attention span is so short. They're just swipe. Some of them, you might see that you have written something, and then they come and ask you. And this is why I said you shouldn't exchange numbers so quickly, okay? Because you see somebody, they didn't even take the time to read your bio, then they're asking you things that you have put in your bio. So what you need to do is you have to ask them, have you read everything that I have put on my bio? Because we need to move this conversation now to something else, or maybe there's something you want me to clarify or to elaborate or something, but what I have put there, you need to go through it. Because you exchange numbers and you're just wasting time. You are addressing things that are already there on your bio. It's difficult because you're chatting with someone you don't know, I like the bar scene, speed dating. I like to see who I'm talking to. Okay, that is good. That is good, but the thing is, our ladies that I address here, most of them, they want to date internationally. So it is gonna be difficult for a Kenyan lady to book a flight and go to London and go and sit in a bar, because she's not gonna be able to, to obtain that visa to go and sit in a bar somewhere in London. So the only way she can interact with somebody from London is the dating site. And this is why I always say, if you change location, for example, if you pay for Tinder, because Tinder you can only change location if you pay. Okay, you can on your settings on Tinder, you can go and turn on the global setting, turn it on, and then increase distance. But that does not guarantee that you're going to find people from outside your country, like outside Kenya. Sometimes you might swipe and see one from the US, and then you swipe Kenyans, maybe one from the UK, Kenyans. But if you pay, you can actually now change location on Tinder. Now, when you change location, don't be afraid to, because a lot of girls, they tell me, I have paid for Tinder and I want to change location, but I am afraid, how am I going to explain myself when I have changed my location to London? And then they find out I am not from London, I'm not in London. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of that. All you have to do is, like Diane says, she wants to go and sit in a bar somewhere and do speed dating and all that. You say, I want to date internationally, and I would like to sit somewhere in London and meet somebody face to face and talk to them and see what happens. But currently I'm in Kenya, okay, and I am not able to do that. Therefore, the Tinder dating app gives me the option of chatting with people in London. That's why I changed my location, because I wanted to chat with people in London, in the UK, somewhere in, I don't know, Manchester. Okay, so don't be afraid. Some of you are paying for this Tinder and you are not changing location because you are afraid. So you are just sitting there. Hey, I'm just swiping people around me, and you have paid. Why did you pay? Why did you pay? Change location. Put Manchester. So what? So he asked you why you changed. So what? I paid. In fact, I paid so I can change location because I want to broaden my search. I've been swiping people within my location, and so far I haven't been successful. Therefore I paid, and now I can broaden my search. So I am searching to talk to people in Manchester now. See, if I'll be lucky there. And then once you see nothing is happening in Manchester, you switch to California. You change to California. You search there also. Okay, well, California is not working. We are going to Toronto, Canada. A lot of people that I address here on my page are people who want to do international dating. They want to find guys from outside Africa, outside, outside where they are located currently. And there is nothing wrong with that. So, you just, you just date. Just talk to people. Talk to people, relax, and don't even go on the dating site and say you are just looking for marriage, and put even friends. You never know. Sometimes people start off as friends and then they end up getting married. So because there's a lady who said, no, I won't put on a dating site that I'm looking for friends. I can find friends in Kenya. I don't need friends in America. Huh? Yani people are going there. If you feel frustrated, take a break. Put friends. I'm looking for friends. I'm looking for long-term relationship. You could start off as friends and then it develops into something, or maybe it won't. Maybe you just remain as friends. How come you people don't want friends abroad? It's good to have friends overseas. There's this guy I used to meet, Afro Introductions was not... I did not succeed. I wouldn't say I succeeded on Afro Introductions because that's not where I met my husband, because I feel like that's how we would say it was successful for me. That is not to say that the app doesn't work, because I did meet some really nice people on Afro Introductions. Of course, it would have succeeded if that guy I met, the American guy, if we had a good relationship and we ended up maybe getting married, then I would have said it worked for me. But I did meet him, of course, and we did go through the whole process, and so the app itself was working. Okay, it's just that the people I was meeting were, you know. So anyway, I met this guy on Afro Introductions. He was from Jacksonville, Florida. If I'm not mistaken. I remember that name very well. So we talk a little bit, and for me, I am actually one of those people who used to only put serious long-term relationship and marriage. I never used to say friends, pen pal, whatever. I never used to put that. I used to put a long-term relationship, and then the bottom one that says marriage. That's it. I don't want nothing else. So I got talking to this guy, and we established that it couldn't work. Okay, it couldn't work. But I used to enjoy talking to him, and I suppose he also used to enjoy talking to me because we just used to talk. Like when I have free time, it's in the evening, and of course I was living alone. I'm bored. I don't want to talk to crazy people on dating sites. So we were on WhatsApp, and then I'll be like, oh, how are you doing today? Oh, what's going on in Jacksonville? And you'll be like, yeah, how is Kenya? Blah, 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 like that. And then he used to tell me, you know, Rose, you are the like, I consider you my friend because you are the one who is always checking up on me. Like, I feel so honored that somebody overseas will just sit and think of me, and you say, yeah, let me shoot him a message and see how he's doing. And we stayed like that as friends. We knew it wasn't going to be anything. We already established that. But we stayed as friends. It's good to have friends overseas. We used to, sometimes he would call on WhatsApp, we do a call. Sometimes we even do a video call, and we just chat. No strings attached, no nothing, just friends, casual, just casual, no pressure. And we used to talk, and it was nice. Especially when you're living alone and sometimes you're just lonely and you just want to have somebody to talk to. It was fun. So you shouldn't be just like, oh yeah, no. And there are people who have had other opportunities as a result of just meeting people online, on dating sites, on Facebook. You just make friends, and then they say, oh, what do you do? Oh, you say, oh, I just, I finished school, and I'm not getting a job. And there are people who have even gotten job offers. Okay, so you might find there is this particular lady I was talking to. She told me she's currently in the US, guys. She's currently in the US. She told me I was on a dating site, and I met this guy, and we used to fight a lot. We were trying to establish a relationship, but then we were very toxic to each other. We used to fight a lot, but we found a common ground, and we said we can only be friends. And when it turned out it transitioned to friendship, they were really good together as friends. So they became friends, and the lady was, struggling a little bit and looking for jobs and all that. And guess what? This guy arranged for a company to actually to offer this lady a contract. A job contract, and everything was approved, and she got the work visa, and she moved to the US on a work visa from somebody she had met on a dating site who did not work out. They were just friends. All this to say, don't go there so uptight and so this. Just relax, okay? Yes, of course, you're looking for a husband, and you will find a husband. Because now, in the case of this lady, she ended up in the US, so now she can socialize. If she wanted to marry an American, then she can just socialize with the Americans. Even if she's going to socialize with them on dating apps, she can just put locations where she wants them. And it will still work out. She will still find a husband, So, just relax, okay? Relax with this marriage-oriented only, serious relationship only. Serious relationships, in most cases, start off as friendships. Because you cannot meet somebody today. If you meet somebody today and tomorrow they tell you they are going to marry you, that is a joke. Who are they marrying? Who are they going to marry? They don't know you. You need to get to know somebody to decide, okay, actually, I see you as my wife. I see you in my future and I see you as my wife based on what you have been able to build together, even if it's online. But meeting somebody, I'm going to marry you. Who are you marrying? Serious relationships, in most cases, start off as friendship. You continue talking, you continue getting to know each other. Yes, of course, you have an end goal, which is long-term relationship or marriage. But you're not gonna get there immediately and then you're planning the wedding, surely. That's not gonna work. You cannot just go, you meet somebody on Tinder and then you say, yeah, so what kind of suit would you like to wear on our wedding day? And these are the kinds of questions you people ask people and then you chase them away. Because after 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, you're already planning a wedding and then the guy is like, I don't know, I'm not there yet. Then you say he's a joker. Maybe he was not a joker, but it just takes time to build that connection. For me, I feel like the reason why I'm talking like this is that when I started talking to my now husband, we were not talking about anything interesting or in terms of relationship, In fact, we were not going anywhere. We were talking about politics. We were talking about his country, my country, cooking, because he likes cooking. So he said, oh, and I have prepared this recipe and it's a recipe from my grandmother. That's what we were talking about. And it continued like that without us establishing anything per se. Because first of all, on his dating profile, he was looking for women in Europe. So there was no hope for me. I was like, this guy, I don't even know why we are talking, because he's looking for women in Europe. He said, women, Goja. His headline said, women in Europe only. That's what he said. Women in Europe only. So, I was in Kenya. So, okay. In fact, I remember, as I said, when he first contacted me, he seemed like a scammer to me, because the whole women in Europe only, and his English not being good because English is not his first language. I'm like, okay, this is a scammer. And we continued talking like that as friends, just casually, nothing serious. We used to he preferred video calls. So we used to get on video calls. He's like, are you free to video call? I'm like, yeah. So we get on a video call, but we are not even talking anything about ourselves. We are just, politics and corruption. And he went to meet his friends down the beach, and this happened. And just stories, just normal stories. Until one day we were like, he's the one actually who said, by the way, Rose, you were on dating site because you were single and you were looking for a man. So what is the issue? What is the plan? Are you still looking? Have you given up? What is happening? I said, when you found my profile, I had actually left. I thought I had left all the dating apps, so I had given up, because I haven't been lucky. So I decided, I'm not gonna chase that dream anymore. That is how now we got talking about possibility of a relationship between us. But before then, for about, I think, like a month or so, we were just talking casually, nothing. I wasn't even thinking oh, this guy or anything. It's just somebody who I was talking to casually. 11 years later, because we met in 2014, we got married in 2015, I'm here. It can happen. You can talk to somebody casually and then it can, materialize to something. But if you go there so strict, somebody who is just want to just chat with somebody, they're like, hey, I don't want to talk to her because she says on her headline, marriage oriented only. Hey, hey, or serious relationships only. Since I'm not really like looking for a serious relationship, I'm not going to say hello. So you chase them away. Just be open and see how it goes. Don't, as we say, don't exchange numbers too quickly. Just chat, talk, see how it goes. If something happens, something happens. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Who knows? You could be like Rose. You could be talking to somebody casually, then 10 years later you're sitting here married to the guy that you were just chatting with casually. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining my live today. We've been here for 1 hour 45 minutes now. If you have any questions, any comments, we can look at your comments and we can address any question you might have, and then we see what happens. Also on Bumble, you can change the location when you pay. Yes. Most of them actually you can. The reason why I like Afro introductions, you can change without paying. You just need to click on the 3 dots that I showed you on that video that I posted. You just click on the 3 dots on your right side corner of your screen, and then you can edit the matches. There you can edit the location for free. But on Tinder and Bumble, of course, you have to pay. But once you pay, go and change that location. Put the country you want. And don't worry about explaining. Like I said, you can just say, I gave you ideas on what to say. There's nothing wrong with you changing location. There's nothing wrong with you saying hi. Especially on Bumble, if you don't say hi, you'll never talk to anybody, because the app is designed that the woman makes the first move. You saw that we said, I said, I don't message first. That you cannot put that headline on Bumble, because Bumble is designed that you should send the message first. You should make the first move as a woman. That's how the app is designed. So that's not gonna fly there. So you're gonna stay there forever waiting for somebody to say hello. So yeah, you can change location. Just do it. Choose the country that you want. Start, start saying hi. What's the worst that could happen? I feel like for me, if I was on those dating apps, first of all, maybe I would be too full of myself, too confident. But also I feel like I would be too, I don't want to say dismissive, but I wouldn't want somebody to waste my time. First of all, I wouldn't be like you guys who leave the dating app so quickly. Oh, I have met somebody, so I have disabled my profile. No. The profile is staying there until we see what is happening. Also, I won't be the kind of person who is just handing my phone number to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. No. You have to earn it. What do you want to do with it? Give me your number. What do you want to do with it? What do you want to do with my number? What is the plan? We have to have a plan. So, I feel like you need to be very confident. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be intimidated into giving out your number. You don't owe anybody. Nobody is entitled to your phone number. And nobody should be telling you what to do on a dating site. The fact that, why is he telling you to leave the dating site? Kwanza, now I'm getting angry. Why is he telling you to leave the dating app and he's not the one who got you on the dating app? The same way you got yourself on the dating app, when the time comes for you to leave the dating app, you will leave the dating app. Was he there when he was when you were getting on the dating app? Hi Afro, welcome. He was not there when you were getting on the dating app. So why is he coming to tell you, oh, it's time you left the dating app? Why are you still on a dating app? You found me on a dating app. I know how to get out. So I will get out when I'm good and ready. And we said chances are he's kicking you out of the dating app and he's there anyway, hiding. browsing anonymously. Be confident. Know who you are as a woman. Elevate your self-esteem. Don't let nobody pull you down. Don't be like this woman who says, I'm probably not your type. Don't be like that. The only reason you're saying I'm probably not your type is because you have low self-esteem, as we said. So elevate your self-esteem. I know who I am. I know what I'm looking for. Okay? So if you're it, then it's okay. Also, be choosy. Be choosy, guys. How does one up here? Oh, here we have to arrange beforehand. Here on YouTube, you have to arrange beforehand to go live together. And then now we come together. I send you the link and then you join. But when I have already started the live by myself, you cannot add somebody when the live is going. We have to arrange before we start the live. I send you the link and then you join. And we can only host one guest at a time. We cannot like host. I think they need to make it that we can host more people. But on the mobile phone, you can only host one guest at a time. So you guys, just hold yourself with confidence, okay? Know who you are as a woman. Know who you are. Yes, I'm beautiful. So what? You're telling me, these interracial couples, only slim girls and dark-skinned girls and all this. No. No. Your type will find you. Your type, the one who is looking for your type, your body type, your appearance, your personality. If you are an outgoing personality, don't change. Don't be, if you're loud like roses, stay loud. Don't change and say, now you're sitting there like you're in prison. Boy, I don't want him to know I'm loud. I don't want him to know I talk a lot. Kwanza, for me, if you put me somewhere and I'm not in a bad mood, I'm not depressed, I'm not sick, and then you put me somewhere and then now you're telling me I cannot shout a little bit and talk a little bit. I just sit there, quiet. I don't say anything. I will fall sick. If you're loud, stay loud. Somebody will love you just the way you are. If they like somebody who is loud, they will love you just the way you are. If you're quiet, fine, stay quiet. You'll find somebody who loves quiet people. If you're outgoing, you're outgoing. If you're introvert, you're introvert. It is what it is. Life is too short to live a fake life. Saying, I'm quiet. I'm just, and you know you're not quiet. Be yourself. If you don't put makeup, then don't put makeup. If you like makeup, put makeup. Don't change. We give a lot of things here on social media. Obviously, everybody has their own content and they have their own ideas and their own tips and advices. I feel like you just take what works for you. If you come to Rose's list, the one I shared with you today, you say, okay, Rose said this. Okay, this doesn't apply, so I'm not gonna take it. That is not me. Okay. She said this. Maybe this I can, I can edit a little bit, it could work, then that is okay. It doesn't mean that you come and then you come to somebody's video or to somebody's live stream and then you're like, no, that's not gonna work. That is not how it works. That's not... Tunajifanya kapaka. Imagine. So everybody has their own opinion. You cannot agree with me all the time, of course, and I respect that. I cannot agree with you all the time, and of course I respect that. Somebody might say, well, these people, they like makeup, go and put makeup. Somebody else will come and say, no, don't put makeup, go to the village and take photos while you're in the village. Oh, don't do your wig, just leave your hair, don't even do anything with it, don't even comb it. People are different. As somebody who wants to be surprised. In fact, I saw a video. There's a lady who posted a video on TikTok and said, she was talking about her hair. And then I went to the comment section, and then the guys there actually, white guys, they were like, we like some of them were saying, we like being surprised. We like, sometimes you have afro wig, and sometimes it's long, sometimes it's short, sometimes it's red, sometimes it's brown. We just like that. You never know, tomorrow is a different woman from the one you had yesterday, and it's good. There are some who like that. But then, of course, there is one who just want to see you with your natural hair. But the thing is, you shouldn't also do things because that's what somebody wants. You should do something because that is what makes you happy. You have to make yourself happy. You cannot live making other people happy, okay? Because they are not going to make you happy. In fact, make yourself happy. They make themselves happy. Then you come together and you'll be happy together. Because you like wigs. And then you leave your hair natural. Maybe you don't like how you look. So now you're a bit self-conscious. You're like, I don't know. You're not confident. Like maybe the wig gives you confidence. You walk with your head held high and you're full of confidence. But then when maybe you have your natural hair, maybe you're not confident. But then again, it could be the other way around. You don't like wigs. So do what suits you. Do what works for you. What makes you happy. If you find Rose saying, put these kinds of picture on your dating app, and then you're like, no, I'm not going to put those kinds of pictures. I'm going to put like this. That is okay because that is what works for you. If I say don't put too much makeup, the only thing I will say, don't put filters. Filters, that I am against, because this is not Instagram. It's not TikTok. It's a dating site. Okay? So if you put filters, do you know this story that is trending? Well, I think it came to an end. This American lady who went to Pakistan, and she was there since October. And anyway, I think she has some issues, but I think she was taken back to the US. But this lady, apparently, she was using a Nicki Minaj filter. So when this Pakistani guy saw her, she looked like Nicki Minaj. Then she showed up at the airport and she's not Nicki Minaj. So don't use filters. Just, if you like makeup, okay, put your makeup on and then put your photos. But filters change you. Like you can see the videos I post here that I have recorded on TikTok. Can you compare those? I made a video using the YouTube short camera the other day and I posted it. I was like, I'm going to post it. I'm not going to be held hostage by filters. So if you look at those videos that I post, that I record using the TikTok camera and the TikTok filters, I look different, don't I? I look different. And you can make yourself look anyhow you want. You can make yourself look. Filters are awful unless one is not serious, because what happens when the moment of truth comes? Yes, when it comes to dating sites, don't put filters. Don't put photos that you have filters on, because that is called catfishing. You are catfishing somebody. They think that is how you look in real life. Then they come and find a whole new creature, a whole new person that they have never met. For me, if I was on dating site, I won't post photos that I have filters. I'll just, here on YouTube, they don't give us filter. We just come as we are. Those are the ones I will put. Those are the ones that I will put. But if I take pictures with the TikTok camera with the filter, like you guys, that photo I posted today here on YouTube on my post, that photo I took with the TikTok camera. That photo, I took it with the TikTok camera. If you take photos with TikTok cameras, don't put them on dating sites. You're catfishing people. Because they have a very nice camera on TikTok, even without using their filters. But I don't think you should. I think that one is no, I think you're deceiving people by taking photos with that camera. It's nice for social media, for Instagram, for YouTube, but for the dating site, I wouldn't recommend. because those filters, especially if you choose to use the filters on TikTok, they change you. They can make you look like a white woman, Indian woman. Some of them, there's this one called there's this particular filter. It was trending last year. It's called the bold filter or something. That one, if I use it, it makes me look like 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 a boy. It makes me look like a lady boy. Oh my goodness. That one I don't use it because it makes me look like a lady boy. So do we have any questions? Any more comments? Anything to add to our list here? I'm going to trim some of the things that we have said, because I know there are people who complain that the live is so long, because now it's at 2 hours. So once I posted it, it's a long video. So I'm going to trim some of the clips that I feel our ladies need to watch and to hear. And then I'm gonna put some of them I'll put as 3 minutes video, and some I'll put like as 10-minute video or something. So at least they can get to hear what we addressed and what we talked about. Okay, ladies, I hope we are good up until that moment, unless you want to add something else. At least here on YouTube we are peaceful. Here on YouTube we are peaceful. We, it goes well. It goes well. I like it. Please put something in the comments. If we are okay, then we can end the live. If we don't have any more questions, we don't have any more comments, then we can leave it at that. And then we'll come back now with a list of suggestions for dating profile headlines. Dating profile headlines. We'll come up with different ideas. Good to catch up with you. Good to catch up with you too, Basic Girl. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. When we come back with the next live stream, we are also going to address the issue of email address, because the reason why, yes, from today I'm going to be doing it every Sunday at 5 o'clock Kenyan time. We are back like we used to. We used to do it every Sunday at 5 o'clock Kenyan time. And then when our time changes here, summertime, I'm going to make it to 4 o'clock Kenyan time, but I will let you know. But for now, we are still in winter time, so it's 5 o'clock Kenyan time. So you guys, we are going to address the issue of email address, because the reason why my that dummy account I had created on Afro Introductions to give you a tutorial, the reason why it was brought down, I also suspect is because of the email address. Okay? There are some email addresses that we create that make us actually, they make the artificial intelligence on the dating app think that we are scammers. Because I wasn't going to use my email address, like my main email address, because I had no intention of staying on a dating app. So the email address I used, the photo I used, I think that is why that account was brought down. It was brought down so quickly, it made my head spin. I was actually lucky to finish the tutorial. So we are going to address the issue of email address, the issue of details that you're putting on your dating app that could make the dating app deactivate your account immediately. Okay, like in my case, what happened. So when we come back with that list, we are also going to address that. So get ready next Sunday. Maybe before, we'll see how it goes during the week if I'm not too busy, but I think we should leave that for next Sunday so you guys can prepare and you can come with your ideas for the dating app headline. Also, you can share what you are using, what you have put, or if you have been successful, you have met somebody, you can tell us what you had put and maybe explain to us what kinds of photos you had put there as well. It could help someone. So yeah, I will leave that topic for next Sunday, but during the week we might come and discuss something else. If I have time, we will open live and then we'll come and discuss something else. I'm also working behind the scene to get some guests who can come and talk to us as well. So I'm working on that on my Instagram. If you're there, and you'd like to go live with me, we can arrange that on Instagram. My Instagram is roseblogger2, number 2. You just put Rose Blogger like here the way it is, and then you just add number 2 on Instagram and you'll find me. Rose, is it fine telling your profession? Right now, based on the live stream we had last time, there are people who are coming targeting working women. Okay, they're coming targeting working women because they want to see what kind of job you do, if you're stable financially, where you live, if you're living in an area where you can come and stay in your house for free. That is what we were talking about last time. So I think it depends. It depends on where you are in that conversation. Like, you cannot just meet somebody immediately, even though we said sometimes that is an icebreaker. They'll be like, oh, how are you? Okay, so what do you do for a living and all that. Maybe you can just you can be vague about it. Just, you say you are involved in different projects. Yeah. That's how you occupy your time. Because some of them are targeting you. They're like, they want to see you're successful. You live it. They even ask you where you live, how big is your house. Then you say, I live in a 3-bedroom apartment in the heart of Nairobi. They're like, Then there will be everything you've been looking for. They might even start sending you a little bit of money to entice you. Then they'll come and stay in your house and refuse to go. Then you have to go looking for police. So it depends. It depends where you are in this conversation. But I said, if it's in the beginning, just be vague about it. Say you are involved in different projects. You are doing different things. Like, it's not that serious. Tell him to tell you what he's doing with his life. What does he do for a living? Okay, any other questions before we end the live? At least today I gave you enough time. I gave you enough time today. So I think we did well. We did well. And we'll do that also on Sunday. God willing, we'll be here. We'll address the headlines, the emails. We'll do all that. So are we okay? Can we end the live? I think we are okay. Yes. Okay. So for those of you who joined late, this video will post immediately. Well, not immediately. Maybe you give it about 5 or 10 minutes. Then it will be posted. And then you can watch from the beginning and see what we talked about. And you can leave your comments. Please like if you enjoy everything. Well, if you enjoy some of the things we talked about, please leave your comment. It helps to push the video so more people can see it. Share the video with somebody who might find it useful. I shall try to make short clips for you guys. I'll go through the live and see some parts where I feel like people will benefit the most from the clip that I'm going to put, and then I'll put that clip. Okay, so thank you so much. Have a lovely, lovely week ahead. I wish you success. I hope you find what you're looking for on those dating sites. I hope the weirdos and the crazy people and the time wasters and the jokers will stay away from your profiles. And I hope one day you guys will come here and you will share your testimonies with me. Thank you so much, and I shall see you on my next one. Bye-bye for now, guys. Have a lovely week. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.